Good morning and welcome to the 445 Productive Through Joy show with your host and your boy, Dr. Michael Datcher. The show airs each weekday morning, hella early AF, at 4:45 a.m. here on YouTube's Michael Datcher channel, and then 4:45 p.m. on Facebook Live. Today we're talking about passion and productivity. What is the connection between passion and being more productive in your particular exploits? Again, if you're new to the show, please go to productivethroughjoy.com. We speak to groups, schools, and organizations about being productive through joy. We also offer consulting and coaching for individuals who are entrepreneurs primarily, and those who simply want to enhance their game to live more like a boss. All right. If you're new to the show, let me say a few words about myself. This is your host and your boy, Dr. Michael Datcher. I'm the author of the New York Times bestseller, Raising Fences, which was a Today Show Book of the Month pick. That book's film rights were optioned by the actor Will Smith, whose people called my people, and I eventually agreed to write. I did it all to write the screenplay for that particular project. I'm also the author of the acclaimed historical novel Americus, which will be out this May. What's the next month? This May 14th. Look for that in bookstores everywhere. That book is about identical twin sons, the youngest of whom gets vitiligo, the skin condition which makes black and brown people lose their melanin in splotches. You may have seen individuals with that condition in your communities. That book is set 13 miles from Ferguson, where Michael Brown was murdered, and the conflagration that ensued, of course, happened there as well. My educational background is UC Berkeley as an undergraduate. My master's is from UCLA, and my PhD in English literature is from the University of California at Riverside. I am currently a professor of English literature from the University of California. I'm sorry, where am I at? I'm currently a professor of English at Loyola Marymount University here in Los Angeles. I'm an expert at being productive, all right? I don't say that to brag or boast, but people are oftentimes surprised at my level of productivity given how crazy my own personal narrative is. I am the product of a young girl who was raped at 16, gave birth to me at 17, and subsequently gave me up for adoption to an amazing single divorcee, yet at the time, no biological father, no adopted father. Listen, difficult times for the young MD, yet as Kumodi famously said, "How you like me now?" And if I can be this productive through joy, so can many of us who are watching this show, even as we speak. All right. So thanks for being here today. Again, we're talking about passion and productivity. In productivity, we'd like to also speak on the morning show about the import of framing your day. Have mercy before your day has a chance to frame you. Whoa. Whew. That's important because at times we'll wake up with trouble on our mind and it will throw us off our game in a major way, and it'll follow us throughout our day and give us stress. As we know from modern science, stress is a killer. It takes years off your life. So stress management is really important for all people, trust me. And certainly those who are entrepreneurs, those who are living in non-traditional lives, trying to do it, who are not trying just to follow the other ants in the line, right? And it's fine, just as an aside, to have a job, a traditional job, taking care of your family. You do what you need to do, obviously. And, which is fine, and it's equally fine, and we think better to have your own business and be the actual boss, but that does involve more risk, all right? So if you're that type of person, you're going to have end up taking stress already because you just have more responsibility when you're the boss, trust me. But you also have more freedom and more opportunity to resource your family, friends, and community at a much more heightened level. So we like to talk about this ideal of framing your day in the context of ritual. Ritual can be defined as doing the same thing at around the same time. So let me give you my brief morning rituals. In the mornings, I'll wake up at 3:30, read a couple of spiritual business books. I do our morning show here at 4:45 a.m. right now. I at five what do I do at 5 o'clock? At five, I work on my current book for a while longer. My current book until sunrise. At sunrise, I go out to the beach. I live here along the coast of Venice Beach, California. I meditate. I pray. I do yoga. I come back I work on my book a while longer, then I go back to the beach to run up the coast, all the way past Santa Monica's Pier, all the way back, run all the way back here to Venice to go to my Gym Goes gym. So guys, by 9:30, I'm feeling amazing. My body is being flooded with endorphins, and that endorphin release gives me a sense of euphoria that I can then use to move myself towards my goals and objectives. We're not saying do what I do, we're saying do what you do. And we help individuals do what they do when they did what they did. All right. And the ideal is to have a resource and a self-made resource that you can return to throughout your day. So you have that foundation in the morning, and then you return to it throughout your day, and that's how it goes down. All right. So I'm reading 3 great books now from this as part of my morning reading. I'm reading a book called Cash in a Flash, bam, which is a book which kind of combines spirituality with entrepreneurial exploits. I'm also reading a book called The Nag Hammadi Library, which is a book kind of ancient spiritual scriptures from second, third, at times second, third, and fourth century, really powerful. I'm also reading a book called Owning the Moment, which is a book about really owning the moment, like identifying the moments and seizing them, owning them. All right. So from those three books that I'm reading right now, of course, I rotate the books out as I finish reading. I enter in a new book into the conversation. From those 3, I usually read just 2, but I had to go 3 big this time. I extract some wisdom called the morning chant. Today's morning chant is, as a meditating natural mystic, one love and intuition drive my passion for justice and abundance for me, my family, and my community. So I think about that throughout my day. I place it on my phone, for example. I contemplate this idea. And then I also create the morning and afternoon shows based upon that reading. So we, again, air each weekday morning at 4:45 a.m. and then afternoon at 4:45 p.m. So today we're talking about passion and productivity. Again, if you are enjoying the show, invite people to join the conversation. Share this on your social media platforms. Go to productivethroughjoy.com. Go on your desktop now. We're fixing our mobile version. Has a glitch in it. We found out, so that's still getting rectified. And certainly go to YouTube's Michael Datcher channel. Hit that subscriber button and become a member. All right. So a subscriber. Let's go. Let's dive into the topic. And so point 1 is that you want to know what your passion is. You want to do some due diligence. Too often we find that what we get into, what we find ourselves doing in terms of as an activity, as a profession, as a career, is oftentimes overly motivated by other people, our parents, our friends, TV, whatever, things that are not inside of ourselves. So job 1 is to figure out what your particular passion is, which goes into point 2. As a part of that, as a part of finding your passion, you have to explore different things. Hopefully when you were younger you did this, but for many people, because we were so set on a particular path by our family, in love most likely, we didn't really get a sense of what our actual passion is. Then we find ourselves in this job or situation, socially or romantically, for example, that doesn't really fit us, and that can be catastrophic. However, in contradistinction, when we do have a sense through experience what our passion is, we can dive into that passion, and we find that people with a passion, wow, with a passion for our children, for our friends, for our lovers, for our spouses, for our soon-to-be spouses, for our professions, you just do better. You work harder. It's a joy, not a chore, right? And at times we'll lose that first love because life's stressful and we go through all these things that life can throw at us. So part of our job is renewing that first love all the time, So important to renew that first love and not get caught in the doldrums of it, because it's easy to get caught in the doldrums when you're going through lots of stuff. So, and if you do that, which goes right into point 3, you're going to see an incredible uptick in your productivity. And that's it. Boom, goes the dynamite. That's it for today's show. We air each weekday morning, hella early at 4:45 a.m. on YouTube's Michael Datcher channel, and then 4:45 p.m. here on, and then 4:45 p.m. on Facebook Live. Thanks for being here. Please go to productivethroughjoy.com. See about us. We speak to groups, schools, and organizations. Thanks for being here, guys. We love and respect you. We'll see you at 4:45 p.m. this afternoon. Look for us on the book tour for America starting May 14th. I will see you soon. Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings.